against exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only win against exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this season.
Because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Colts pick it up.
Recovered by the kicking team.
And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. The Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Colts 3, Jaguars nothing.
Number 13 overall to get it from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones easily. I'm thinking about being able to use the backside of backfield. Because I know that when I...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To throw, Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play that time for the Colts. 48 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them.
Because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run here with Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield. Not 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
33. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember.
Here's Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Paris Campbell, 60 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear...
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020 coming up later tonight. Thus far, they're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They run. Robinson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores. If the running game worked in that situation, I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got a play fake to Mack. Now Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They run it here with Thompson. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
34 on the carry.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd?
That keeps the score. Colts 13. Jaguars nothing.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strike,
but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Philip Dorsett, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz has thrown a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Phillip Rivers who's up to his old tricks. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Minshew's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, when the Jaguars wanted to throw the football, they often looked at D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You lean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the deep.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
9 looming. Now Minshew.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. whenever we third quarter this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Brought down back at the 20.
Sacked there by DeForest Buckner. Boy, was he big news around the draft in 2020 when the Colts traded their 13th overall pick for him. He absolutely solidifies their defensive front. Great interior pressure that they haven't been able to exhibit in recent seasons.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Jaguars 17. Colts 13.
With a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Colts.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good catch there by Nyheim Hines, and I think that he's probably popped on some Phillip Rivers tape and how he used Austin Eckler out of the backfield with the Chargers as a model for what he wants to do this season. He's had at least 40 catches in each of the last 2 years. He probably expects that number to rise.
On third down, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production, because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and long. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And they've got it inside the on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Minshew sets to throw, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now the veteran Rivers and the Colts down 24-20, a minute 55 remaining. This is only play action now. Rivers, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Lynch in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Shea.
And make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
For Paris Campbell. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jaguars, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down.